the Warriors won the NBA Finals. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, really, honestly, like, I just have a question. Are you guys happy? Are you celebrating? Now, okay, let me back up. Warriors fans, you can celebrate. You know, we'll allow that. We'll allow that. And I say we, because I'm speaking on behalf of the NBA. Because when the Warriors win, we all lose. We do. So, it is what it is. This is not going to be a heavily edited video because I'm just basically, I gotta burst the bubble. Somebody had to do it. Okay? And not enough of you guys listened to my fire point on the last video I made. So I'm going to remake it here. You guys cannot avoid this. And until someone answers that question for me, I don't want to hear a single word from you, any Warriors fan, unless you can answer this question I'm about to pose to you right now. Listen, are you listening? Because you're not ready for it. Because you're not ready for it. I don't want to hear anything from you if you cannot answer this question for me. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of not feeling because I watched the game and Steph Curry was really doing the most with the celebrations. He was just real cocky. I'm like, dude, you're blowing out this team. You swept them, like. Anyways, let me just ask this question and I'm gonna get y'all out of here because you can't answer it. You can't. Or you can. You know the answer, but you don't want to. Let me get to it. Why does this ring not mean nearly as much for, let's say, Kevin Durant's legacy as it does for LeBron? And I will sit here and wait. What's that? Oh. You can't answer that? Or you don't want to answer that? Okay, I'll answer it for you. Why won't this ring mean as much to KD as it will for LeBron's legacy? People were talking about if LeBron wins this ring, if LeBron wins this championship, he might be the GOAT. You know, oh, yada yada. Not a soul said that for KD. I wonder why. I wonder why. Why is that? Why would this ring not mean? Please, please, I'm begging you, don't go and say, well, because he scored 40 points this. Yes, he did. He scored 50 points. Yes, but that's not why. And I think you know that. If you're really rational, I know you're celebrating, so you might be a little, you know, but be rational for a second. That's not the reason why it won't mean as much. And I'll tell you the reason. Super team. And I know you guys hate it. You guys say, move on. Move on. It's old. Well, guess what, honey? You're winning every year. How are we going to move on if you're still doing it? Now, here's the thing. They love to pose the question, what if this was your team? How would you feel? I understand. That's what I'm saying. You guys can celebrate. I understand. I feel you. You know? Back then, before I was able to really get on here and talk to y'all, the Lakers were a super team back then. They were killing. Nobody could get past them. How would I feel back in that situation? I would have probably been lit just like y'all. So I understand. People in the comment section, listen to me, because y'all you tend to comment before listening. I understand. However, I do have to burst your bubble because it doesn't mean as much. It doesn't mean as much. I mean, I don't want to keep having to beat around the same bush, but you guys still don't get it. With the super team thing, I'm seeing this post earlier. I can't even remember what the post said. But somebody commented, LeBron did the same thing with the super team. How many times do we have to dispel that rumor? If LeBron did what KD would have done, he would have gone to the Celtics. He's not going to go to a random team in the East and build it up like, get this superstar, which, look, LeBron fans, I'm not really on y'all side like that. He did. He pieced his little team together. He did. But I'm just saying, he would have gone to the Celtics. He would have just formed off of their already built team. That's not what he did. So how is it the same? Somebody answer that for me. Oh, you can't. But LeBron did the same thing. It's like every time I come to every conversation with facts, you guys don't know how to take it, and it's very frustrating to me. LeBron did not do the same thing. That's out the way right now. So let's just get that argument out the way. What else do you have? Let's see. I don't even know what other arguments you guys could possibly have for why this ring could mean more. People literally will sit there and reach all the way to LeBron did the same thing to try to validate this ring. First of all, let me backtrack, because this ring doesn't need to be validated. It's valid, you know, it counts, but just like as a Warriors fan, you've got to take into account, like, why does a lot of NBA fans feel this way? It can't just be we're all crazy but y'all. Like, really? Everybody's telling you this, but we're all crazy? I'm just so confused. Okay, let's just get back to this game right here. Kevin Love, I'm not gonna lie, I can't talk trash on him because he did his thing during the series. He did his thing. Everybody else trash. I love Jordan Clarkson. Love him. Love Larry Nance. Love him. Former Lakers. But I find it extremely hilarious that you said, no disrespect to the Lakers, but I'm here to play for something, and yet you are trash. Literally. How do you feel? You must feel terrible knowing that you contributed nothing. Nothing. And you went from a much bigger role on the Lakers to this, and you were trash. You couldn't even do it. You looked like you were on JV, you were scared. Love y'all, I really do. Former Lakers, you will always have a special place in my heart, but you dropped the ball, literally. And I'm sorry, but you kind of trash for that at the moment. You gotta redeem yourselves. You disappeared. So that's that on that. Now, let's move over to the Warriors this game. I remember watching them. First of all, LeBron checked out like with 4 minutes left. He patted everybody on the back. He was like, "Yep, good game, y'all. We out. Like, I'm out." Literally, and I think he means I'm out. Like, I'm gone. Literally. But I was just like, that is so sad. This man literally gave his blood, sweat, and tears. Did you see how far Draymond Green's finger was in this man's eyeball? Blood, sweat, and tears. It wasn't enough to beat the super team because you have too many options. You have too many weapons. You know? Let me pose another question to you guys. I know y'all might get mad at me for this, but guess what? I don't care. You know, let's just say this. Let's say we were in a cooking competition, me versus you. We're like, all right, let's just do this cooking competition. Every year we always do it. One year I come with Gordon Ramsay. Are you cool with that? That was a terrible analogy. I can't come up with anything because I'm a little angry right now. I'm a little annoyed. But I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about, not even a good feeling, but it's just like this ring just doesn't mean much. Like, yeah, you got it, but you were literally supposed to. Imagine if any other outcome had happened, which is just them losing. If the Warriors lost, it would be a frenzy. Literally, they had to win because they were supposed to. Because they should. Why? Because so many people are calling them the best offensive team of all time. Steve Kerr said it. Mike D'Antoni said it. What else do we need? I just had to smack my head. What else do y'all need? Best offensive team of all time. Don't say, well, it's not our fault. We drafted most of our team. That's fine. And with your 73-9 team, y'all were having some issues. You were. You were having issues. LeBron was able to beat that. But now y'all go ahead and let's just add the second best player in the league to that. Like, no type of like CJ McCollum hit the nail on the head. He was tweeting. People were giving a lot of flack for this because I don't know if he's the person that should be saying this. Because people were saying he's not good enough, which I don't get. But he was saying, like, I would just never do something like that. Like, I just have too much pride. Damian Lillard said that before. But CJ McCollum, if you look at his tweets, unless he deleted them, they're there. And he was talking like, I just would never do something like that. And I'm like, you know, that's a real man. You know, you don't just, oh, let me hop to this team because I feel like I'm losing. Like, anyway, we're not going to revisit that. We're not. The bottom line is there is a very specific reason why this ring will not boost KD's legacy. But it would have boosted LeBron's legacy. Okay? And that's that on that. That's a fact. You can run and tell that. That's just the honest truth. And I really invite anybody in the comments to please tell me otherwise. I'm ready tonight. I have all kind of time. Let me know. Why? Why is it? Why different? Please, Warriors fans, flood the comments. It's okay. Dislike. Oh, okay. y'all are happy. Y'all are celebrating. That's cool. But I hope you know, the Rockets are trying to gather all these people. Everyone's trying to make a super team because that's the only way you can compete now. You know what I'm saying? People are talking about super teams back in the day, but it never started an era of let's just gather as many like people as we can. I mean, I guess that's always been the point of the NBA, to get as many good players as you can on your team. But please, please admit to me that this is a little bit different. Can we admit that? This is a little different. Literally, we have the best players in the league, not just like, oh, very good pieces. No, superstars, best players out of all of these players, all grouping up on one team and now we have other teams trying to do the same thing. Let's pick. Imagine if we add somebody to the Rockets. You have CP3, James Harden, and who else? Paul George are trying to recruit. LeBron. It's sickening what y'all did to the NBA. You started it. You did. So this ring, for all I'm concerned, it really doesn't mean anything. It just means that you did your job. You did what you're supposed to do. This is not a victory. Like when I saw them celebrating, I'm like, what are you celebrating? You had to do that. If you didn't, I don't get a scenario in which you wouldn't do it. You know? You literally had to do it. So there's no, yes, we did it. Like you didn't expect to. I don't know. You tell me why it doesn't mean much. I don't know what else to say, y'all. I'm gonna leave because I already know the comment section might be getting hot. Some of y'all might agree with me. Those are the logical people. I even have a few logical Warriors fans that will agree with my reasoning, and they say, I understand why y'all feel that way, but I'm still a Warriors fan. You know, I've been a Warriors fan. I gotta support my team. I respect all of those people immensely. Let's give it up for them. Now everyone else, the rest of the Warriors fans that are just like, you guys are just jealous because I'm already tired. I don't want to read the comments, but I am. And that's that on that. Please don't tell me Lakers didn't make the playoffs. I'm well aware. Any other things you want to say? We're jealous, or my team didn't make the playoffs. Now that we got that out of the way, let's comment the question at hand. Why does this ring not mean as much for KD as it will for LeBron's legacy? I'm only picking KD because he's close, excuse me, he's not really close to LeBron on the greatness scale, but in the NBA right now, it's like 1 and 2. So that's why I'm saying that. That's all. Even, honestly, Curry. Shoot, we could put Curry in there too. Why won't this do much for Curry's, like, oh, he has 3 rings. Or how many rings do they have? 2? I don't care. 2, 3 rings he has. Say they win the next 2 years in a row or something. They're like, yeah, man, Curry had 5 rings. Like, I'm not gonna factor that in when I'm thinking about the greatest of all time. You know? Because I know, you know, the team he was surrounded with and all of that. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh man, he had to overcome some great difficulty. I'm gonna end on that note, y'all. Please answer those questions. You can't, but try. I wanna see it. So comment that down below. Subscribe to join the Splash Squad. I'll see y'all later. Congratulations, Warriors. You did a fantastic job. Hope you're proud. LeBron, City of Ohio. City of Ohio. Oh my gosh, you see? I'm all over the place. State of Ohio. City of Cleveland. Stay up, kings and queens. You deserved better than that. You guys were just trash. You know, your team was trash, but that's not my problem because next year we are on the rise. Laker fans. I gotta go. Goodbye.